And the roughest years around mental illness for me were really my 8th grade and freshman year of high school. In 8th grade, I really struggled a lot with friendship issues and with self-harm. And some of my friends had reported me to the counselors. My counselor said you wouldn't have any problems if you were straight. I think starting out, definitely having staff understanding LGBT identities and understanding that they don't make you mentally ill, that those things weren't necessarily tied. If outside resources can directly connect to students who are just starting to figure things out, then that would help a lot. So I've been identified with emotional disturbance and I guess a few other things, and I find that to be a really offensive term, especially within a school. My IEP teacher kind of makes it like you have to make a deal with me in order to get this stuff on my IEP. So it's more of like kind of like a game to her. I was removed from my science class for the rest of the year this quarter, and this is the last quarter of the year for my freshman year, and so I was kicked out for just kind of doing those ADHD things where I need to move around. And I was playing with spoons one day, and my teacher just flipped out and called, I guess, the people who are kind of like the school police and stuff. So I believe that my IEP doesn't give me access to my educational needs. I feel like I'm taken out of class more than I'm being able to be in class, and I'm not actually getting the resources I need in class, but I'm being sent out of class, so I'm not learning anything. And also they give me F's and stuff, which I find very unfair. And also with my diagnosis, it doesn't fit what I feel like I might actually need to be diagnosed with, because I was diagnosed so young, especially like I was in kindergarten. Like I was probably just acting like a normal young person or child. I mean, I don't think there was anything wrong with me. How am I supposed to learn anything if I'm not in class? You don't feel like you fit in with other kids, and you feel like you're treated differently. And that's also being like a student of color. It's important to be in class so you learn how to manage these things. We need to know our rights in schools.
I feel that my race has impacted me. When I was in middle school, I was constantly receiving detentions for the smallest of reasons. I received many detentions, probably about 80 my first year of eligibility of getting detentions. During my senior year of high school, I decided to come to school wearing a bra and a skirt, and there were many teachers that were just like, "That's awesome, that's great, right on, can I give you a hug?" And that was really awesome to hear from the teachers. There were some students that were just like, "This is great, how did you do that? This is awesome that you're deciding to come to school like this." And then there were other students that were just like, "Why are you wearing a skirt? You're a boy, what are you doing? That's stupid." And not the best thing to hear when you want to finally come to school, how you feel and express the way you feel. Mm-hmm. My dad was always constantly trying to make me realize, hey, you're black, and you have to realize this and stand up for yourself and recognize what has happened to your race and what people might think of you because you are black.
It is seen as a Caucasian thing, being educated, being proper, speaking well, holding yourself a certain way. And that goes into a lot of the stereotypes of the black race. But being a trans woman in particular, no color being put in there. It's just hard. You're an island unto yourself all throughout high school. So I'm sure you can imagine what both of those together would be. It's the same thing with students when it comes down to, you know, being judged by your cover versus what you have within, because I mean, a teacher might not call on you because they don't think that you're going to have the proper answer for the question, or automatically being accused of cheating or foul play just because, you come off as you show your intelligence. Being a trans woman, there's no respect when it comes to the teachers because, you know, you tell a teacher that what your name preference is and they don't abide by it. You get mean looks from students and teachers alike who just don't approve whatsoever. Everything that you do and every step that you make has to be calculated because you're already seen as something that's a stigma, so you don't want to be the worst in that category, if you know what I mean. People on the administrative team, because of wearing something that may be seen to them as provocative, but for every other girl in the school, it's nothing. And being singled out more so than any other female in the school because you have to follow the dress code to the letter, if not making up your own letter. People don't understand what we have to go through on a daily basis and the attention that we have to continuously take in and deal with on a regular basis. It's like we get to be a celebrity with all the negatives and none of the positives. Maybe even a better term would be a criminal.